This is it. That's Timpanogos Cave. Yeah!
So this is Hansen Cave. It was discovered in 1887 by a man named Martin Hansen. He was a lumberjack, and he was actually chopping trees down the canyon when he spotted mountain lion tracks in the snow. Let me stand back a little bit. And so he sees these mountain lion tracks, and for whatever reason, he decides to follow them up the mountain. If that were me, and I found mountain lion tracks when I was like hiking, I think I would turn around, run as fast as I could, right? But he decides to follow these tracks up the mountain, and they led him to the grotto. That was the area where you showed Ranger Royce your tickets. And according to legend, he found a pile of bones taller than an average man of all the removed by those early explorers. This used to be covered in rubble because we are about to go through some tunnels. There are no natural connections between the three caves. And
Those two finally got married.
yes, yes. The column. Yeah, go ahead, folks, come all the way in. Anywhere you see cement, you can go ahead and stand.
Go around.
Think about those early explorers who came in here before we had these pathways installed and would have to trudge through or maybe even swim through 45-degree water.
No, thank you.
Right? Thankfully, we don't have to do that today. But we do need a duck. As you can see, this is the first of many low areas. So if you have a backpack, I'm going to ask you to take it off so that way you don't scrape the formation. We're going to go up. Did you all hear me down there?
Heard you halfway.
So the tour above us is doing their blackout feature right now, and that lighting system is connected to this hallway. So it's completely black. So for safety reasons, we're gonna wait here, and I apologize, it is the most awkward spot to be stuck, but I don't want to be walking through the darkness. So, oh, they just came back on, perfect. Okay, let's continue. Make sure to look up. Okay, go ahead. If you'd like to go up there, you can look around. Is we can choose to look at formations and say, wow, they're pretty and move on with our life, or we can look at them and think, that tells a story, right? So take a look at this. Do you see how there's all these beautiful formations up here, and it's completely flat down here? All the formations are missing. Why do you think that is? What used to be in here? Water. This used to be a lake. And you can look back there and you can see the level at which the lake stood. That's called shelf stone, kind of like rings of a bathtub. But what's really interesting is we don't know where this water went. This cave was discovered in 1921 and there was no water. Sorry. This is fascinating. No apologizing. Do the hour in the cave. Not allowed. Do you want to stay here or do you want to go there?
I'll stay here.
All right. Welcome to beautiful Chimes Chamber, one of the most decorated rooms in our cave system. So I've had a lot of questions on like how formations form and things like that. So let's talk a little bit about how a cave like this is born. So the first thing you need is a limestone layer. Our limestone is this Deseret limestone. It formed at the bottom. Has not succeeded. There's one more animal in here, and he's kind of naughty. He's a bear, and he's mooning us. There's the bear butt right there. There's a little crack. I don't know if they pointed that out in 1922. Maybe not, but I think it's kind of funny. All right, so I have my whole group.
Yep.
Okay, we won't stay here long because we're squished, but as you go through, just take notice this really beautiful formation here is called Cascade of Energy. And then this formation here is called Arlos Formation. We've been measuring it, and over a 50-year period, discovered it grew by about 3/8 of an inch. And so if you do the math, if you come back about 200 to 300 years, it might be touching. And I say might because we never know what the future holds, right? If we go into a crazy drought and we don't get as much moisture, it could take a lot longer than that. Or if we continue to have a season like we had this last winter and we get a lot of moisture, it might touch even quicker. So all of our formations are really dependent upon the outside environment. So as we continue, see if you can spot the fault line before I here today. Right? This is what allowed that water to come in, which dissolved out the very caverns that we've been walking through. And you can see how even today it plays an active role in allowing that water to enter, which helps deposit the beautiful formation. So this one here is called Carmel Falls, because it's bright orange. Does anyone remember what causes that orange color? Iron. Yeah, copper would give kind of a blue color, actually. All right, we are coming across an area called 13 Stitches.
too.